The Saturday Boys and Girls today I'm going to do something I don't often do. I'm going to do a sort of a vlog, not a professional vlog. I'm not Theme Park Worldwide or anyone of that calibre, but we're off to Six Flags over Georgia. Nearly said Six Flags Magic Mountain. So I've got my little handy dandy camera. I haven't got a proper microphone or anything, so the quality might be rubbish. I might halfway through the day forget I'm vlogging and not do anything. This park we can't do any on-ride video, unfortunately, so there won't be any of that shenanigans, but there should be some fun along the way, so it's probably only going to be a short video because I'll get bored halfway through. But if you want to watch this kind of thing, if you're interested in Six Flags over Georgia, keep on watching. Here we are approaching Six Flags. This is where the car park is. You can see a couple of roller coasters over there. Roller coasters! See Goliath getting tested in the way of this truck at the minute. Come on, truck, get out of the way. Woohoo! I see roller coasters, boys and girls. Woohoo! The orange one I think's Goliath. How amazing does that look? We're a bit earlier than the park open, so hopefully it's not going to be rammed and we'll get in quite early. But here it is, our first view of the park and all of its glory. Luckily it's not too busy just yet, so we might get in a bit quicker. There's massive crowds there, but I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe to buy tickets. I think that's actually the ticket office. So there's Goliath going up the hill. This is Twisted Cyclone, I think it is, whatever it's called anyway. But I think that's closed today, but fingers crossed it's going to open. How exciting is it? Stephen's all excited as well. As what first roller coaster are you going to go on, Mr. Stephen? Stephen doesn't go on any rides, so he'll be holding the purses.
Sure, I don't go on any.
There's a dark ride here you can go on. It's like a boat ride. How cute is this? I love Goliath. Haven't been on this one before, but I've been on a couple of other ones and they're rather rapid. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. There's a queue there to get in. I don't know if that's...
tickets.
I'm not sure.
That's Fight Fest or something.
Oh, it's a Halloween event that'll be on at the night time. I'm enjoying it already. Well, we made it into the park, boys and girls. Not too much of a wait at all. It's very quite organised, actually. A little bit of a security screening area, and then the Scanny tickets. So the first ride is going to be Twisted Cyclone. It actually said on the website that it was closed, but it's actually open because I've just been testing it. So first ride of the day is that. We'll have a wander around and see if we need to buy the Flash Pass. Fingers crossed we don't, because it's quite expensive, but if it saves queuing because Mr. Stephen doesn't go on any rides, it's probably worth every penny. So here we are, first ride of the day, Twisted Cyclone. If I call things the wrong names, don't worry about it too much. I've just had my second ride on Twisted Cyclone. It's a fab ride. It's like it's an RMC roller coaster, which is a similar layout, etc., to Six Flags Magic Mountains.
Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Oh, stop it. Steven's taking the mickey out with some people that we know. So it was very good. It's very short. The queues are not very long, but the dispatch time is absolutely shocking. I've never known a ride take so long to dispatch, like 20 minutes to send a train. So that's a little bit annoying. I'm going to go on this little drop tower thing now. This is what I'm going to go on next. Can I give you my stuff, Mr. Stephen? Well, I was in the drop tower, but then it broke down. I got stuck at the top. I was stuck at the top for like 5 hours and everything. Stuck at the top? How long was I stuck at the top for?
About 3 minutes.
It wasn't 3 minutes, it was ages. Sweating like a beast. So the drop tower at Six Flags Magic Mountain, Six Flags over Georgia, it was quite comfortable. Should we go this way, that way? We don't know where we're going, we're a bit lost. So anyway, that's ride number 2 of the day. Sort of done, but not done, if you know what I mean. Half a ride. Anyway, I was talking about Twisted Cyclone before, wasn't it? Oh, we need to go on the Sky Buckets, which is the cable car. And I'll show you around, because you don't want to see my ugly face. Stephen and I need to go on the cable cars. Oh yeah, we'll go on these. Because it's like a Sky Bucket ride around the park, so we'll take a ride on them, we'll get our bearings, because we still don't know where we're going. Everybody keeps saying it's a confusing park, and they're not kidding. Oh, there we go, the test in the drop tower again. Whee! Might go on that later if there's no queue. Should give us a fast pass to come back later, shouldn't it? Anyway, Sky Buckets next.
Is this safe?
Yeah, we are, boys and girls, on the Sky Buckets. Wait for the scream from Mr. Stephen. Whee! Whee! Wait, oh, this is quite good fun, isn't it? Quite enjoying this. This is like the old cable cars. Used to have a Butlins. So this is called the Sky Bucket. That's what the Americans call these rides, Sky Buckets. There's the lovely Goliath over there. I see drop tower roller coaster type ride as well. This is good for getting your bearings because we're not sure where anything is in the park. It's a bit of a funny shape layout. So we're just getting some bearings while we're here. So I think this is the Bugs Bunny Boomtown. That's the kids area. This is where we've just come from. There's a kiddie roller coaster there, big roller coaster, a sky coaster, another kiddie coaster. Let's do a quick spin around. There's Goliath over there. That's a big orange and blue structure. The big roof, yeah, that's probably a dark ride or something. Quite enjoying it so far. After all, we heard how terrible the park is. It's actually a lot better than I was expecting. The operations are ferocious. I've never known them get you on and off a ride so slowly on a roller coaster. This is quite quick on the Sky Bucket, so nice stuff in here. There's a pendulum slide over there, pendulum swing, Superman drop tower. It's quite a lot of rides here, man. Oh, I like those things. That's like a paratroopery type thing. I think that's called Pandemonium, something like that, that ride over there. There's the train. The train is up and running after it fell off the tracks last week. You'd be pleased to know. Oh, that swing looks fun. I'm not sure if I have to get off at this end or whether this is a return journey, but if I do, I'll go on that swing ride because I always get a big line. Whee! There's a go-kart track as well over there.
Must be the car park over there. Yeah.
They can't get the door to open on the Sky Bucket, so instead of them trying to fix it, they've just pushed the car around and now we're going the other way, so we're going to get 2 rides. What a cop-out. Honestly, this park, it's hilarious. Come here for a laugh if nothing else. Don't come here for good customer service or anything. There's the train down there. We're going to go on that later on today. Me and Mr. Stephen.
The one that tipped over?
Yeah, the train did tip over, but it's all been fixed. If you look online for Six Flags over Georgia train tipping over, you'll see it. So anyway, at least we're getting another ride going the other way. That's ridiculous that they couldn't open it, so they're going to have to...
I suppose there was a safety issue.
I wouldn't care, they could have just gone there.
The thing was the wrong size.
Yeah? Well, how are the other people going to get out? Six Flags over Georgia. I definitely want to go on that little swingy thing. I've never been on one of those before. It's like a classic American kids ride. Anyway, I'm not going to video both ways on the ride because you've seen it. So I'll video when something else happens. We escaped the Sky Buckets eventually. We had to go back to the other side. There's the Sky Buckets there, watch. Yeah, that's what we've just been on. So we've escaped them eventually. We had to get chucked along to the other end of the line where they had the right key. They didn't have the key to open it, you couldn't make it up. So anyway, we're going to go to Goliath now if we can find it because the staff don't know how to get there. And the Goliath is here. This is Goliath, hang on. Oh, the horses, I'm trying to turn my camera around. Next ride of the day is Goliath after we've eventually found it. Asking everybody where it was, nobody knew where it was. It's this huge big roller coaster in the middle of your park where you work at, but not to worry, they're not to know where every ride is in the park. So this is my next ride of the day. I want to go on that droppy roller coaster looking thing as well. Daredevil drop, I think it's called. So Goliath's over here. I can stand over here somewhere. Mr. Stephen's going to go for a tinkle while I go on Goliath. So that's Goliath there, this orange and blue thing, and that's where the sky buckets are there, and the guy didn't even know how to get there. Couldn't make this up. Anyway, it's not too busy, which is good. So we need to head on over to there, that's where we'll go next. Oh, Coca-Cola store, just been in the Coca-Cola Museum yesterday. Just had a nice ride on Goliath, the zero queue, so I got on the back row. It's an excellent ride, it's like the other Goliaths I've been on, it's very, very fast. Very tall, very scary. A little bit rougher than some of them, but it's still a very good ride. And there was no queue, which is rather good. I'm pleased I didn't buy the Speedy Pass because I haven't needed it yet. So the next ride I'm going on is this. This little thing. Yeah, I was going around before. I think it's called Daredevil or Daredevil Drop or something. Daredevil Dive Coaster, that's what it's called. So I'm going to go on this next, and I think there's another roller coaster here. I think there might be a stand-up one as well. So I'm going to go on there as well. Depending on the queue, of course, because the queue's a million miles long, I'll just skip it. But there's the beautiful Goliath. You probably can't hear a word of it, there's music playing over it, so God knows what this vlog's going to be like by the end of the day, but we can only try these things. So I'm going in here now, and then I'm going to go on that red one, which I think is a stand-up coaster. Here to Gotham City. I think they've got a Lawson Loop here, which I want to go on, because I've never been on one since I was a wee child. Oh, this is where I want to go on, as long as there's not a massive queue. Whee! These things are so much fun. Remind me of being a child in the Hoppins. Well, I've just ridden this machine, the white wooden coaster here. I think it's called the Great American Scream Machine, something like that. I must say it's the roughest roller coaster I've ever been in my life. It makes things like I'll not name anything, it makes the traditional ones in the UK very smooth. So this first drop, this isn't the worst part, so it goes down this drop, not too badly, hits the bottom, nearly snaps your neck off. The funny thing was, the seat before me, the guy's safety belt, the lap bar didn't actually close, and they were fine with it. They seemed to think I was fine that the safety bar wasn't going down at all, so they moved the people's seat. Good for them. But then the train came around, and somebody else who's on this train you've just seen, they're on the seat now that doesn't close. So it's a traditional ride. Apparently it's been here since the park opened. It looks beautiful. But it looks nice at night and it's all lit up. But it's just unrideable. I couldn't ever ride it again. I sat about 4 from the front. They're all wheel seats, so they're all quite rough. There's no sort of like middle seats. They don't have rows of 3. I honestly can say it's the roughest ride I've been on. Possibly not as painful as Green Lantern, which is being demolished as we speak at Six Flags Magic Mountain, but it's pretty horrible. This is awful, this bit here. See these 3 little sort of bunny hill things. I don't know if you can see people's faces, probably not. This is absolutely horrific. By this stage, it goes around this little bend, it goes up this little hill, shoots down here, whacks into a break. Oh, and then you lose your fillings, your teeth and everything. So that was, I think it's called the Great American Scream Machine. At least I can tick it off the list as a ride I've ridden. Never need to ride again. Well, I've just got off this ride, which is Superman Ultimate Flight, which is a B&M flying coaster. I'm not sure which part it was. I think it was this bit was almost blackout material. It was rather fun. The usual. It took 16 weeks to get on the ride. The setup of getting people on and off is very slow as everything else is here. And at the end, they make you hang upside down for about 10. In fact, they are over there. If you can see them over there. We're hanging up there for way more than 5 minutes. People screaming to get off by the end. But it's a good ride. Just a shame as always. Spoiled by crappy operations. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for fun though. There's this Hall of Justice ride over here which I want Stephen to come on. It's one of these shooting dark rides, but I don't know if he's that keen. Let's see if we'll go in here. It's not like a scary ride, it's more like a dark ride with a gun. Next ride of the day is the Monster Mansion. It's only got a 15-minute queue. Steve might come on as well. 15-minute queue, just 15 minutes. Oh, you're coming on. Oh, Stephen's coming on as well. All the fun of the fair. It's like a slow-moving dark boat ride. I don't think I have to shoot anything or anything. I think you just sit back and relax. Tipping over. I think he needs to sit in the middle.
I think he'd be smiling if he was on the other side.
Is this a thrill ride? This is a oh, I've just been soaked. This is the Monster Mansion, boys and girls. Remain seated, keep arms and hands inside the boat at all times. Do not rock the boat. My dad would be on here, be rocking it like mad, wouldn't he? How cute's this?
Welcome back to the mansion. So good to see y'all again.
Howdy, y'all. Marshal Billy Bob Fritter here saying, as you travel and float, kids. Fire! Oh, yeah!
So happy you made it out of that dirty.
Just been a Monster Mansion and Stephen came on too. One of my favourite rides of the day. Nice, relaxing dark ride. Oh, I still want to go on that rockety ride thing. I'll save the queues out for that as well. May go on that in Goliath. There's 2 more rides we haven't been on. One is that rockety roller coaster thing. And then there's Goliath, which I have been on. I'm going to go on Goliath again because the queue goes down super duper fast because the rows are full. Having a lovely day. So it's 2:10 now. We're going to stay here for about another hour, then head off to Dollywood. So there's anything exciting happening. The problem with this park is it's not very easy to video the rides because you can't record on-ride videos. You can't take your bags into the station, and the rides seem to be tucked away everywhere, so it's not always easy to film. So you might not have as much footage as I was hoping, but never mind. I'll fill it out with nonsense and waffle. This is where we're heading to the Daredevil, what do we call it, ride? You know me, I never know what they're called. Daredevil Dive Coaster. Oh, looks a bit like Mumbo Jumbo and that kind of ride. I should know what these rides are made by, but you know me, I'm useless. Might pop the ride on the screen, if the ride manufacturer on the screen if I remember. Probably won't know, fairness. So if the queue's not miles long, I'm going to go on here. And then I'm going to go on the beautiful Goliath, which does have a short queue. I won't remember the manufacturer's called Gerslau. Probably pronounced it wrong. So this is the ride I'm going on next. The queue's not massive. It's quite fun, doesn't it? There's another car going around now. There's loads of copyright music here, so I'll have to waffle on top of it. I might just edit this into a 5-minute video. Well, kids, Goliath, that was the last ride of the day. We got here at 10 o'clock. It's now 2:45. We're off on our jolly way to Dollywood now. Goliath's a brilliant ride, giving me a headache, so it's quite a good way to finish the day. So I don't feel like I need to go on more rides because I'm ridden out. We've had a good day here. We'll do a little update when I'm not having a banging headache with all of the noise going on and everything. I'll give you an update as to what we think of Six Flags, what we're expecting from Six Flags, how Six Flags was, the good, the bad and the ugly with Six Flags, because there's lots of everything. Speak to you all later, bye bye. Well, boys and girls, that's us exiting the park now. I've had a good time, to be honest. I know there's been a million things that's bad. It's probably the dirtiest theme park I've ever been in, possibly with the slowest and the slowest staff. I'll just leave it at that. So if you are in the area, I would recommend coming. I certainly wouldn't recommend travelling from England just to come here. Six Flags, Magic Mountain maybe, but not this place. But if you're in the area, it's the same. We're here because we're going to Dollywood basically. It's about 4 hours away from Dollywood, so that's why we're here. So it's been worth it for us. Plus we've got season passes, and this will be the last use of them. I'm quite pleased I didn't buy the not annual pass. I'm pleased I didn't buy the flash pass because it wasn't needed. So I will do a little update later on when there's no blare and music. Speak to you later. Bye. is that to Chattanooga? Choo-choo, choo-choo. Well, Catherine and David were in Chattanooga at the minute. We thought we'd send you a little video postcard of us looking gorgeous in the car, being a hot mess. Been to the theme park today. Chattanooga, choo-choo, choo-choo. And I hope you're all nice and well. Bye.